education, parents in Palm Beach County have about a week to decide whether to keep their children in virtual learning or return to campus for the second semester.
That's right. Thousands of parents are being urged to send their kids back to in-person class because many kids are struggling online. CBS 12's Lexi Nall spoke with local teacher and parents about the so-called COVID slide. What'd you learn, Lexi?
Well, today, over 20,000 local families will receive this letter. It states that their student is struggling and could face consequences if they don't return to brick and mortar.
Failing a grade, retaking a class, and not graduating on time are just some of the consequences that thousands of Palm Beach County school children are now facing.
A number of our students we've identified are still struggling in the distance learning environment.
According to district officials, about 22,000 kids are seriously struggling with distance learning. Teachers reporting poor engagement, poor attendance, and poor academic performance for many kids behind the screen.
The ones that aren't doing the work, I reach out to those parents, and most of the time there's no one to reach out to, but I leave messages, I email.
This local science teacher says the majority of his students have been good participants throughout the hybrid learning experience, but some online learners have checked out.
The ones that aren't, I would say half of them don't ever show up for class, and the other half of that small number show up and just don't do anything.
Beginning today, families will have a choice whether to keep their kids online or send them back to school for the second semester in February. And thousands of parents logging into the portal will be faced with this letter saying their student is struggling with distance learning. Parents will still have the choice as to whether to send their kid back or keep them behind the computer, but they'll have to acknowledge that they at least saw this letter.
My son, who's in 7th grade, was failing.
A mother herself, this local teacher says her son was struggling in the online classroom at first, but she noticed his grades were slipping and applied some gentle pressure.
He loves being home and doing online learning. I said, if you wanted that, then you need to do your grades. You need to get your grades where they need to be.
Now she says her son's grades are improving and she feels more comfortable keeping the middle schooler at home, especially as coronavirus numbers continue to rise in local schools.
I'm doing on my end as much as I possibly can. Like, what else can we do besides get them in school? Like, what is another option? There really isn't, besides bringing them into school, and it's not the time.
And second semester is still about a month away, but district officials do tell me that you can reach out to your school's principal if you want to bring your child back to brick and mortar sooner. For now, reporting live in Boca Raton, I'm Lexi Nall, CBS 12 News.